And to all of you watching here, come close to the screen and listen. People don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. You better love what you see.
Hey guys, welcome to another day, another vlog. Yes, the time is 6:15 and I am off to the gym, which is basically like a 5-minute walk away from home. So anyways, the last time I was at the gym was last week Thursday because of the Easter weekend. The gym was closed, so we're back into it. Guys, please help me by subscribing to the channel. This is my road to 1,000 subscribers. I also want to be monetized, honey. This is how I want to make my money, because currently I am self-employed and I, want to add on to my income, and this is one way that I actually enjoy. I do enjoy creating content, so your help would be much appreciated, guys. If you could subscribe to the channel, watch the videos, like the page, help with the 4,000 watch time hour requirement. Let's do this. I trust in you guys. You guys wouldn't subscribe if you didn't like the page, so please. You guys wouldn't be watching the videos if you didn't like my channel, so I just need you guys to subscribe. So yes, we're off to the gym. I'm sure the regulars are gonna be there. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, guys. Please subscribe. Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
I sing song with the people your mother tell you keep from. Z-Tech full of them like Islam. If you make I come, know the enemy, then I pay. Know they're not sorry for me. People are ball and a spin, cause we bad than we mean. But the crime scene calamity. That's how we shoot out pain, figure Canada G. Make them have a experience, calamity. That's how we shoot out pain, figure Canada G. Tell a pussy we don't laugh, so we don't take that. Violate people are dead dog. So should I keep in on your bed, cause the Taliban's them a big walk. We don't laugh, we don't take talk. Badness is how we end up. We don't show people fi end up in a red grass. But fi end up in a red grass.
done with the session. I'm packing up my stuff, so I sanitize them. Sorry about the noise, somebody's cutting grass outside on the estates. But anyways, yeah. Whew, I'm so tired. Now what I normally do is to get my steps in. This side is like the shorter way to home, but I go down this side because it's much longer, so I can get my steps in for the day. So yeah, let's go back home and make my supercharged tea. I'm gonna show you how I make it, guys. Hey, who would have thought I would have been on this health and wellness thing in my bob? But anyways, let us go. Please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe.
I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. Right now we're just taking time. All the things are on your mind. They ain't one bad when I treat you right. I don't care how you look so nice. Crying at night, you're rude. Want me to feel like I'm new. Want me to watch you do. Don't care, you look so nice. Being not nice, you're rude. Look what you're putting me through. I never do this to you. I need to hold a corner.
So I am back home now, guys, from the gym. I'm just gonna make my supercharged tea like I told you guys that I would do. Let's get into it. La, 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 oh. Ah. So guys, this is what I put in my tea to supercharge: peptide, collagen powder. I get that from chicken, vitamin B12 from Food Lover, and of course, what's a green tea without tea leaves? What is a green tea without tea leaves? So just throw that in there. As you can see, it has a scoop. Okay. Yep. Take some B12 powder. Put that in there. Take the water. Why again? Then stir that. So yeah. Seep in. So every time after gym I just have this. So I'm just taking a walk to get my 6,000 steps in per day. So in the morning, as I walked to the gym and I did that little walk routine, it came up to like 3,900 and something. So I just make sure that I get my steps in to meet 6,000. I know people like 6,000 about 10K. That's y'all, that ain't me. But yeah, this is what I do. Get my steps in, and then I'm gonna be making, I'm not gonna start suppers as soon as I get back, but for supper I'm gonna be doing like Trinidadian doubles, which is like a chickpea and egg high, but it's like fried guineas, but it's not. It's like a fried roti that I'm doing, and yeah, with some chicken wings. So we're gonna get into that, our little cooking session for supper. Please subscribe, guys, please, I beg you. So I'm making a Trinidadian doubles. This is the second time I made it at home. And the first step is we start with the bara, which is the fried roti, as they say. But I cry about it fried maguinya. But anyways, you start with the bara and what is this? You create a starter, I think. Is it called a starter? Don't come for me, y'all. But yes, it's just basically warm water, some sugar with some yeast, and you let it bloom for like 10 minutes. And then once you've let it bloom, you'll then mix it with the dry ingredients, which is your flour, salt, and some turmeric seasoning. You can add some other seasonings if you want to give it a taste, but it's just flour, salt, turmeric, and baking powder. Now the dough is all mixed together, and then we let it sit for an hour and a half. Some people let it sit for longer. Ain't nobody got time for that because we hungry. And then after this, we are on to our chickpeas. So with the chickpeas, they call it chana in Trinidadian cuisine. If you've noticed, Trinidadian cuisine has a lot of Indian influence in it. So yes, so we're off to making the chickpeas, the chana. So now we're making the chana, which is basically curried chickpeas, guys. So, you know, it's how I use the same method I use when I'm making curry. But anyways, it tasted really nice. Oh, and also I'm going to make the toppings. So normally I have like chutney on top of it and like some, I'm not really sure, I forgot. But then for me, I just add like red pickled onions and I add like pickled cucumbers on top, and it tastes the divine. Like, oh my god, it tastes so nice. Like the curry and the spiciness with the hint of the vinegary pepperiness of an onion, and then like the cucumber. Ooh, okay, so just stay tuned, guys. Also, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let the channel grow. We are #road to 1,000 subscribers. So let's do this, please, guys. Thank you. So guys, now I'm onto the red onion pickle. Like, I love this. This is like a nice touch to add to any dish, like whether you're having a rice dish, you're having pasta or whatever. I throw red pickle onions on everything, honey. So it's just simple. It's some vinegar, some salt, some sugar. Let that mixture boil up, and then you put the red pickles in whatever dish, and you throw in that mixture there, and you put it in the fridge. Ooh! And I'm also making like a pickled cucumber, same method, but the only difference is the cucumber is grated. I used the wrong side of the grater because it came really, really mushy. I was supposed to use the side where you normally grate cheese on. So yes, but anyways, guys, I would suggest you try this. It's such a nice touch, a hint of acidity to any dish that you're having. So the dough has risen for an hour, and then you separate it into like how many parts you are able to separate it, and then you let it rise again for another hour or something. Then you oil your hands, right? And you have an oily surface, and then you spread the bara. This is called bara. So you must just make sure your hands are oily, because this thing is quite finicky. Even the surface must be oily. And you keep pulling it however shape you want. It's normally circular, but I ain't no geometry. Sorry. So yeah, you pull. You see, it's gonna do this thing where it's gonna try to make holes, but never feel fear. So anyways, let me just flip the other one. So yeah, you keep pulling on an oil surface because it's a very finicky dough. I think the dough is very soft, so you keep pulling, and then you pick it up and you throw in the oil. There we go. So guys, when it comes to the bara, it cooks very quickly, therefore it also gets burnt just as quick. So just pay careful attention. I would suggest that you just roll all of the baras out and then you fry them at the same time so you're not distracted, because honey, you'll be eating some burnt doubles, which is what you don't want.